The story begins in an asylum where we see an old man named Abbas who screams when he hears the bell ringing in the nearby school. He screams to stop the bell ringing. A doctor rushes toward Abbas and asks him why he always screams when he hears the school bell ringing. The old man says that he was once a caretaker of a school and he used to ring the bells, and that he is also responsible for someone's untimely death. Next, we move backwards in time and see Abbas in his younger self, talking with the child named Kokon, who calls him uncle. He tells him about his day. We see Abbas then talking to the maid, who is in charge of cleaning the school after everyone goes away. Abbas and the maid are always fighting, but they are secretly in love with each other. Next, we see Kokon with his mother. He loves his mother and tells her about his day in school and talks about their plan for the summer. Next day, all the students get the announcement for the summer vacation. Everyone leaves the class excited. Kokon says goodbye to the caretaker Abbas and tells him to have a great summer vacation. Next, we see Kokon is about to leave, but suddenly he feels the need to use the restroom. Meanwhile, we see the caretaker Abbas rushing toward and closing everything as he was excited to leave for the summer. But Kokon was still inside the restroom. Next, we see Kokon's mother worried as Kokon is still not back from school. His mother starts making call to Kokon's friends, but Kokon was with none of them. We see Kokon crying in the restroom, alone. Kokon tries to break the toilet door with his suitcase, but fails. Kokon's mother goes to see the caretaker Abbas and asks him regarding his son. He says Kokon bid him goodbye before leaving. They go to a nearby hospital but finds no lead. Then they go to the police, who takes the case but says that it will take time. Then we see a man announcing the news of missing Kokon in the local area. Kokon can hear the announcement from the school restroom and screams over and over again, "I'm here, everyone. I'm here." But no one can hear him. Next day, Kokon gets hungry and drinks water from the tap and eats the leftover food from the other day. He remembers how he and his mother used to eat together at the table. Meanwhile, the school caretaker Abbas asks around in the local area if anyone has seen the missing kid, but again there was no lead. A few days passes by and soon Kokon runs out of food. He uses his color pencils to write on the wall. He writes that he heard the announcement and that they should just look in the restroom where he has been stuck. To lighten the mood in the restroom, Kokon reenacts a few scenes from one of his classes, his teacher scolding them for not doing their homework. At night, Kokon becomes desperate and tries to climb the wall to escape through a small window, but he falls and hurts himself. Next day, he tries a different method. He writes small notes on pieces of paper and aims at the window, hoping the notes would make it outside and would be picked up by one of his friends. Unfortunately, the garbage man picks them up, thinking they were just trash. Another day passes by. At night, we see Kokon's mother having a nightmare as she is starting to lose her mind over her missing child. Soon, water and food both runs out. Kokon tries eating paper, but it's too hard to swallow without any water. As the ants in the restroom start picking on him, he looks toward the wall where he has drawn a face of his mother and remembers for the last time how he used to cuddle with her at night. A month passes by and school opens up again. The maid opens the door to the restroom and finds the body of poor Kokon. She screams. Everyone rushes toward the restroom to see what happened. The caretaker sees the body and the writings on the wall. He couldn't take the shock and loses his mind. The other teacher informs Kokon's mother, who rushes toward the school. They tell her that they found Kokon's dead body in the restroom. Seeing the mother, the poor caretaker Abbas starts laughing and says that Kokon didn't die, that Kokon was killed, and he is the killer. The police gets to the school, arrests the caretaker. The maid says that it was a mistake and to let the caretaker go. The dreadful story ends back in the asylum in the present time, where we see the old man again, who is actually that same caretaker called Abbas.